With that said, let's turn to the congressional hearings on Uvalde. This is a clip of Maya Cirillo. She is a survivor of the Uvalde massacre, and she testified to the House Oversight Committee on what happened on that awful day. She thankfully survived, but her friends, her teacher did not. And she described what happened to her via video call to the House Oversight Committee.
And then she got an email, and then she went to go lock the door, and he was in the hallway, and they made eye contact. And then she went back in the room and she told us, go hide. And then we went to go hide behind my teacher's desk and behind the backpacks. And then he shot the little window, and then he went to the other classroom, and then he went, there's a door between our classrooms, and he went to there and shot my teacher and told my teacher goodnight and shot her in the head. And then he shot some of my classmates and the whiteboard. When I went to the backpacks, he shot my friend that was next to me, and I thought he was gonna come back to the room, so I grabbed the blood and put it all over me. And
what did you do then when you put the blood on yourself?
just stay quiet, and then I got my teacher's phone and called 911.
What did you tell 911?
I told her that we need help and to send the police in our classroom.
If there was something that you want people to know about that day and about you, right? Or things that you want different, what would it be?
To have security.
Do you feel safe at school? Why not?
Because I don't want it to happen again.
And you think it's going to happen again?
So,
she's right.
She's right. She describes, if you didn't hear that, smearing blood on her to pretend she was dead. That you might have read that in some of the news reports. Using her teacher's phone to dial 911. She'll be traumatized for life. I mean, I'm just thank God she's alive, right? But she's gonna have to deal with this for her life, as are the families, the parents of the victims. It's not just the 19 who died, or was it 19? And I forget the exact number, at least 19. It's going to be their families who deal with these ramifications. And last night, Biden was on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and Jimmy Kimmel asked him about what he can do, essentially. And Biden said, quote, on gun control executive orders, that he doesn't want to, quote, emulate Trump's abuse of the Constitution.
Insulting.
It's being an institutionalist is not like an actual moral compass. Believing in
it's the opposite.
It's frankly, it's the opposite. But it is it ascribes a artificial moral justification for you to do nothing in the wake of these massacres. And it's not just Uvalde. Buffalo happened, and shootings happened after that as well. It's cowardice that you ascribe some sort of like highfalutin justification in order to sleep at night. But Obama was saying the same stuff, I remember, in the wake of Sandy Hook about what cannot be done via executive order because of the Constitution. Maybe, he had some sort of futuristic vision, and he was able to see that he didn't want to, in the past, emulate Trump via executive order, right? That makes sense. It's just, come on. FDR was unyielding in his use of his executive authority to make people's lives better. That's your responsibility as a leader, not to put institutions first and norms, which is like not really what he's doing. He's just hiding from it.
The Constitution is a slave driver's document, and it shouldn't be respected. Like, I mean, I understand that politicians have to operate within this, but like, you can't over dead kids say that you're gonna be being paying fealty to the Constitution. It's ridiculous.
Well, also, I think you're right in the sense that as this is probably not his intention, but at the end of the day, does the intention really matter when he's basically saying the mores on Capitol Hill matter more than dead kids?
Yeah.
It's the same end result, regardless of whether he means it or not.
Exactly. That is what you're supposed to do as a politician. You're supposed to make people's lives better, and frankly, I don't really, I don't have having affection for and fealty to documents and institutions and norms is giving way too much credibility to, yes, slave drivers, as Matt said, to racists, to a document that was created by wealthy white landowners and skewed towards their perspective. We live in this current reality. And frankly, I don't even think the Constitution says anything about this, but we live in a current context. And your job on this tiny, tiny time you have on Earth, Joe Biden, and this tiny, tiny time that you're in power, is to do everything you can to make people's lives better and not to shrink in cowardice and pretend it's some sort of institutional norm situation.